Hello. This episode of The Disruptors is brought to you by Disruption Theatre.
Hello and welcome. Welcome back to another episode of the Disruptors podcast. Big day today.
Very big day today, actually.
I'm obviously here with my co-host Sebastian.
Hey guys, what's up?
Or Seb, as you may know him as.
Not that close, guys. Just calm yourselves.
Call me Sebastian and nothing else. Today's a special day.
It is a special day. It's Friday.
Tay's birthday.
Oh, it is. It's Tay's birthday as well.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tay. If you're
But
listening.
also we have three of our crew in to chat with us today. How about you tell us who you are and what you do, please?
Hello, I'm Kelly. I am the stage manager for Disruption Theatre for our project Mosaic. I don't know what else to say, so.
That's all you got to say. That's great.
All right, I'm Kiara. I'm doing a few things, but the reason I'm here today is because I'm artistic director.
That's news to me.
I know, right? You guys have no idea. But I'm also doing costuming, directing, music, a little bit of editing, a little bit of acting. Is there anything else? Just a little bit of
And
everything.
complaining. I've heard a bit of complaining.
I think that covers it.
Just a little bit.
I think that's everything. Covers all the bases.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Nicky. I'm the assistant creative director. I do a bit of everything like Kiara.
Cool. Do you want to ask some questions, Seb? Do you want me to ask questions?
Yeah, so usually so far we've only had a couple of guests on, so we know their role, but now we ask how they go around doing their creative part. So obviously dance, how do they dance? How do they work around that? So I think we'll ask for you guys all the work that you do. How are you doing it in an online fashion? Like, how do you think it differs from being in stage 24/7 to then having to translate online?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I've never actually stage managed before this production, so I don't know what normal. Like, I've seen theatre shows and I've been acting in theatre shows, so I've seen stage management around, but actually doing it and then being immediately online, it's definitely very different. Definitely relying very much on communication with the team. So luckily, like with the Discord being set up by the wonderful Henry.
That's me. Your co-host Henry.
I think that's probably helped us the most, like being on the right platform for us to still communicate effectively. Because, text messages just don't cut it.
And my phone's always on silent. It's been on silent for like 4 years.
I don't
change my
have a
ringtone
phone.
once a year, but I've never
I still have a flip phone. Kiara, we're going left or right?
I mean, I'm not the most tech savvy, so I struggled with Discord. But again, I think it's the thing about communication is really key when you're online, and just setting up meetings and things like that have been really important to us. But in terms of even like starting out in costumes were really hard because we weren't sure what the end product of our show was going to be. So try to figure out that, and then how we do it when we can't actually borrow costumes from anywhere, where people will have to source their own costumes. It's just a different method of going about things, and we've had to adapt, but touch wood, I think we're getting there.
Yeah. Is this real wood?
I don't know. It came with the place.
It sounds woody.
Yours is a bit of a special case, Kiara, because you started out as costume manager and then halfway through the production...
You got promoted 8 times in a day.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm still like, cool, what's happening?
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Final production weeks, we're like, what's going on?
Oh, we doing something this week?
We're doing something. Something's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're in a unique position where you've started halfway through the production in a new role, which has a bit more... It gave you a bit more work. How was that for you?
It was tricky to start off with, but in a way, because we were online, I was already stepping into that role in terms of like communicating with people and establishing meetings with the groups I was in. So it made sense, but yes, it did create more work for me. And I'm a little nugget that can't say no. So
Rude.
yeah, I think we're all here because we can't say no. So
Yep.
but
It's
We
like
asked for the
in
podcast.
I'm the host. That's my job.
Damn it! How'd they know? I can't say no.
it's good being given more responsibility and being pushed is nice.
Yeah.
Are you, Nicky? Tell us everything about you.
Well, for me, because for creative directing, I need to know what everyone is up to. And for this to be online, it makes it harder. And sometimes I unconsciously step into the management side of it.
Yeah.
And it's like my job is mainly just looking over everything and reacting to things. I can't, like, of course I want to create my own things, but a lot of the time it is looking at other people's work. What can I create out of it?
Yeah. See, the worst thing about online, I think, is not everyone does it on Discord, and everyone changes it. Like if they're doing it on, Facebook or Zoom or like even like Instagram messaging, like you can't be in everywhere and you need to be, and it's probably the most frustrating for that, I guess.
Well, I think our Discord and our Google Drive works very well.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
definitely took time.
I'm very glad we've moved through Discord and using Google Drive, because I was talking to Pete, our teacher, and then someone else who works at the uni, and he had no idea that we were using Discord. And Pete's like, "Oh yeah, Discord saved our lives," and then he's like, "What's Discord?" I'm like,
"Wait a second,
oh, you haven't heard?
Is that like YouTube, but not really?"
Yeah.
We answer Discord.
And it's just been perfect that you're able to just have all these text channels and then voice channels, and just have everything there. It's just really
I think it took a lot of time to get used to.
Yeah.
But everyone is now like, okay, Discord makes sense, I think. Like they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing.
I think we've got the most complicated Discord server.
Definitely.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
as someone who hadn't used Discord,
It
Yeah,
can
a lot of
be
people like you,
pretty
Kiara.
threatening, seeing all that. You come home after like 6 hours and not looking at your phone. It's like, you have 400 messages. Oh,
I woke up the other
Oh,
day and I run the Discord, and I've given someone else, I've given Pete privileges to make channels, and I woke up to 2 new channels and 300, I think it was 87 messages, and I was like, I messaged someone like, do I need to read this? And someone's like, no, that doesn't matter to you. I'm like, oh yeah,
You did.
I don't have to read anything. I was like, back to bed.
back to snooze. I just want to point out, we are not sponsored by Discord.
But if they want to sponsor us, hit me up.
Discord,
But we'll
hey,
be
if you're listening,
happy to.
Mr.
us
Discord,
up.
I'll put a picture right here.
yeah, password over the dark.
I think it's been a long journey for all of us to just like find our feet, and I feel like we're only just getting to the comfortableness of being part of production.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we've got 2 weeks, and then we're in production.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
it.
gonna go out the window again.
what a party.
Yeah.
And to be fair, none of us have been trained to do the role we're in.
No,
That's
that
it,
was the
yeah.
thing I was just about to mention. Primarily, this is a learning course. We're all here to learn. We're all still students. And the idea of this course is that it's a fake production company, but it's still as real as it somewhat gets.
Yeah.
We're not being paid. That's like the only difference.
He's not being paid. Oh yeah, no, neither.
You got something to tell me, Henry?
No, don't worry about it.
How much? So apart from being paid, there's not much that differs from a proper production company. So
Yeah, I think the easiest way to think about it is where we've all been thrown into a deep end.
Yeah.
And we do not have floaties. And it's like, well, you know how to swim? Oh, not really.
yeah, and sometimes it's become apparent. And then our tutors Pete and Nat would be like, "Yeah, we realized we expected something. We expected this to happen, but because you guys aren't trained, you didn't realize." And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't realize it until I thought about it, and it was already too late." So
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. Sorry about that, and it's really like everyone in the course, depending where they are. There's people who are in their areas that they want to learn a bit more. Like for example, the dancers.
Yeah.
A lot of them are professional. Like we had Eloise talking about. She started at the age of 3.
At the age of 3.
At the age of 3. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I can't even swim.
She was like, what? Yeah, I couldn't talk. Like she's out there Highland dancing. What was it? It was tap dancing.
Tap dancing, yeah.
Tap dancing at 3 years old. Cool. But so there's people in their areas that are like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then there's people who want to learn as well. Like for me, I've done very little production management. And I wanted to learn. And hey, I've learned a lot of stuff.
Crash course every day of your life. You're like,
Yeah,
cool,
you
I know
learn
what I'm
something
doing.
new every day.
Something new there.
So I feel even though we haven't like properly sat down and had like someone come in and teach us, like which is what Pete said he was planning to do, is have professional people from the industry come in, talk to us, explain stuff, which would have been great, and we would have learned heaps for that. But being in this situation, I feel like we've all learnt.
That's
something.
the question. What did you want to learn before this whole COVID? Out of this course, what do you want to take away from it? Like, was there like before this course, like, man, I really want to do this at the end of the course?
Well, I mean, I didn't actually originally think I wanted to end up in management, It was at the end of last year when we were doing a different subject, digital performance, that Pete was like, oh, hey, you'd be pretty good for stage management for LPP. And I literally went home to mum, talked to her about it, and she's like, oh, no, that's going to be too much pressure. That's too much work. I work really well on spite. So
oh, man, I'm going to keep telling you.
Cool.
You kind of suck. Yeah, I'm going to be better
yeah,
than
look,
that.
I'm going to do it now. But yeah, I think really what I wanted to learn was, you know, the different areas of backstage, because I'm a performance poet. I've done acting, like I've done other parts. But really, if you want to make it in the industry, you have to know more areas. And especially, there's more crew out the back than there is on stage.
You can fill a gap wherever you want,
Exactly,
and then you get paid for that. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and I mean, Kiara and both, like, we both already had, like, costume experience. So, like, we already had something to add to the production before we started. So, really, we wanted to find somewhere else to learn. So, yeah. Definitely just, I think this is probably the best possible way we could have learned it. Even though Pete keeps telling me he has a stage manager's handbook somewhere, I still haven't seen it.
It's the most stressful but best way to like deal with it under pressure.
I think I didn't have too many expectations, but now I'm glad I didn't, because I had this instead.
Are you, Kiara?
Well, I came into the course, this was before the COVID situation. I had 3 jobs. I was doing 2 shows outside of uni, and I was doing the equivalent of 6 topics at uni.
I barely do uni, let alone everything else you did.
I mean, crazy. So I was like, I just want to do costuming.
Yeah.
Don't give me anything else.
Sounds pretty relaxing. I'll just do this,
I'll just do costuming. I'm doing acting outside of uni. Like, I've got that experience already. I've done like film stuff, so I've got that under my belt. I just want to do costuming. And so they listened to some degree and gave me costuming and directing, which I was very happy with.
Yep.
And then, of course, everything in my life kind of got cancelled. And so I had time to do more stuff, and they gave me more stuff. But originally, I just wanted to learn costuming more so. I had a passion for it, and I'd been like making my own clothes for a while, and I was just like, I could make some costumes for it.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning a lot more.
Definitely.
You're definitely someone that wears the most eccentric costumes sometimes. Just like your outfits.
I love that you call my outfits costumes.
That's what outfits are they not? Am I wrong?
Definitely.
Tell me right now if I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that outfits are not costumes.
It
All right,
depends.
moving on.
All right, thanks for your opinion.
I kind of agree.
That's what I thought.
You're not wrong.
Okay, but like costumes indicates you're like having a character.
Are you not having a character when you leave the house, every time you leave the house?
Yeah.
I think that's a philosophical discussion. That's
New podcast update.
What's up, guys? We're moving from the Disruptors to the philosophical
What do you think about Karl Marx?
What is life?
about costuming. It's about costuming.
Yeah, that's a tough question to answer.
What about you, Nicky? What do you want to learn?
No, I came in and I was hoping that Pete and Nat would tell me what I'm good at, because I do a lot of things, like a bit of everything, like acting, directing, music, digital marketing, like a bit of everything.
By the way, you're all jacks of the trade. Like me and Seb just talk, and that's our job. Like, how good are you? We talk. All right, good chat. And then you guys are like, yeah, I do like this. I'm like, cool.
Oh, cool. Would you like some extra hands to list that on?
Yeah, I need one hand for these.
Yeah, so I was hoping that they would tell me what I suck at and what I should focus on.
Okay.
But then they're just like, yep, you get this role, you do everything.
There you go.
But they did show you what you're good at. It's just everything.
Nicky, here's what you're good at. Here's what you're bad at. Nothing.
Here's what you're good at, and they just hold up a mirror. You're like, there's no writing here. I can't see anything.
No, I think we came to the conclusion that I suck at dancing.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, as I say, this whole crew here, I don't think we haven't been dancing since we're 3. All right.
Yeah, it's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
When I was 4.
I actually did. I just suck now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What'd you do when you were
3 to
dancing?
12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What dance do you do?
I was trained in ballet and traditional Chinese dance.
That was
And
also
a little bit of
Eloise's.
Latino thing.
Not crumping? Nothing like that?
No,
That's
nay.
Kelly.
I do pole dancing in aerobics.
I do crump battles.
I've been training for 10 years in nay nay. I'm a professional right now.
I love TikTok dancing.
I love Fortnite.
That's good. It's good that you all had something you want to learn out of this. And I feel like even though it changed a lot, you are actually like, I guess, learning more about yourselves.
Yeah, definitely. And being able to cope in a difficult environment, like being online, working with fellow students, because yes, we're running a production company and yes, we're management. So we're supposed to, in a way, tell other people what to do, not like to their face, do this. But like, Pete and Nat warned us at the start, said, be careful what you say to people because you're still a student to them. You're still like the same age.
Yeah.
You don't really know much more than they do. So just be careful what you do. So it is a difficult area to already be in. And on top of that, COVID-19.
Yeah, and online.
So,
I think the most interesting thing was when we jumped online was this course is never done online. And we were like, yeah, like we can still do the course. And well, like I think even the tutors were like, how are we gonna do this course? And we were all like, And I felt like weeks were like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But like, and then we finally like, oh, okay, online this, we can do that, we can stream that, we can do that. And it's just like they've worked really hard, which is great. Like, because they pushed, whatever, just to like give us a course online.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was cancelled.
Yeah.
It was cancelled 3 times in one day.
Yeah, wow.
It was every week, Pete and I would just come back and it's like, something's happened.
Here's an update on if you can work.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
I'll pack my bags.
I'll add that to the
I'm
schedule.
going. End of the course, I'll try again next year.
yeah. But they did. I think that was great that they adapted it to online to make it feel like everyone actually had a course.
Yeah.
We have so many international students as well.
We do.
They feel like they're kind of being shafted a bit. And Nicky's here.
Currently for the course, I don't think we've mentioned it, we've got 2 students that can't actually be in Adelaide right now. So we've got Night Ray, who is over in China because she was she there?
I think she went back for the holiday.
Yeah, and then the
she
borders
couldn't come
closed.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So Night Ray has, even though she's still in China, she's still been part of the course and working her butt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
And
amazing.
she's been doing great, which has been amazing. And then we've also got Jaden, who I think week 4 or 5 when COVID started and then there was like word that the course was going to close down, he went up to...
And the borders shutting as well.
Yeah, he went up to New South Wales to see his family and then
Yeah.
the border shut and now he's stuck over there.
Yeah.
He could come back, I think, but he'd have to... I don't know if he'd have to go into quarantine now or...
He probably
does,
would.
he
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing about it being online is like they can be in other places
Yeah.
and work. Like I'm as much as I love driving here. Don't get me wrong, traffic's great, and
Yeah,
I love when
traffic.
people don't know how to merge. But it's nice sitting at home sometimes. It's nice sitting with my
Well,
dog.
I want to
playing
point out
fetch.
that for Night Ray and Jaden, even though they're not here, we actually found them some acting roles.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're still in the production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Somehow. I said to Jaden, just do what you can online because there's not much you can do like without being here in person.
Yeah,
you can't do.
yeah.
He can help us with the lighting and the streaming and the projections, but he can't like actually press buttons or anything because it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
there.
He can when we end up streaming this, he can watch it and give us updates, which is
Yeah,
good.
exactly. And we talked about needing people for that. So it's like it's good that Jaden is technical already. He can help us look at streaming.
Yeah.
And he's all over the design as well, so he's like familiar with the show and stuff.
Yeah. He's up to date on everything, which is great.
He's also part of the core. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to ask our special guest a question?
Yes, I was just about to ask it. Thank you.
Do you want to ask?
reminding me.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure, bro.
Your rock, paper, scissors ready?
Oh,
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors.
scissors. Does that mean I have to do it, or do you want to?
actually,
Yeah,
I've chosen you to
So
do
I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. So we ask every guest on the podcast this: what is something that COVID-19 has taken away from you in isolation that you miss the most?
While you think about it, I'm going to ask Seb, what have you missed? Because we haven't asked each other.
I'm pretty sure we asked it the first time with Eloise, Henry. We'd have to check the databanks, but I mean, I'm down to say it again.
Do you want to maybe change your answer then?
I don't remember my answer.
Oh, good.
You know what? I need time to think as well.
I do. All right. I'll fill them in with some noise. All right, Kelly.
no, I
do a
think
little
I've
beatboxing.
got an answer.
All right, Kelly, please.
I mean, I had such a busy schedule before this, and like, I was doing performance poetry gigs, and I was doing so many outside things, and it's just kind of taken away the structure of my life. And I think for the first few weeks, that threw us all for a loop. But it also kind of took away the ability to get to know people better. Because, I mean, pretty much Henry and maybe like 3-4 other people I actually knew in the course. And like you three, I did not know before we started this. So probably it's taken the traditional form of friendship away. But again, Discord has been so useful in the fact that we've been able to still get to know each other. Yeah. And I mean, I have Zoom calls with my family in Melbourne and like weekly now, and that's way more connected than we've been since, like, for ages. So, I don't know, good things, bad things.
I haven't got anything yet. I'm going to admit it.
Actually, like same as Kel, I wasn't that close to most people in the class, so I really want to give them a hug because I grew close to a lot of people, but I can't give them a hug. I know. Yeah, I don't think COVID-19 changed my life that much. I mean, this is great, so yeah, it's just the hugs.
It's just the hugs.
I reckon I was so busy before COVID, obviously. And I guess it's frustrating that it took it away. But in saying that, I would not have been able to do this uni semester if I was doing all the things I was doing before.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like the silver linings, you know?
Yeah.
But also people. I'm an extrovert. And I'm like, wow, there's a few weeks there. I was buying things on Facebook Marketplace just to see people.
Wow, yeah, right.
Like, we still wanted to see other people.
Families don't count. Like,
no,
they
don't count.
This just the families don't count, everyone.
They don't
you love your mum? You don't.
Gotta go buy this item from this guy.
Greg. Wait, your dad.
What's up, Greg?
My dad. Greg?
I really want to buy your rice cooker. Do you want to go grab coffee?
I should have a spare rice cooker if you want to buy it.
I've got like 4. So
why do you have 4 rice cookers?
Presents.
A lot of rice.
Yeah, it's like, hey, housewarming gift. Oh, great. It's going to be really hot in here with 4 bowls of rice cooking at the same
You're
time.
going to have to use them all at the same time, by the way.
Oh, I feel like I have to. I have 4. Like, so I used this one yesterday, so I got to use this one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to do dishes for a month.
Oh, haven't I?
Do the rice cookers for a while.
Ask me what I did this morning.
Do you do them dishes?
Set up the podcast.
Oh, well.
Whilst doing the dishes.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
So, yeah. Should we say what we missed?
Well, if we've already said it, I feel like...
I think we've already said it. If we haven't, we can do it in the next podcast.
We'll do it right now.
So you guys should...
You guys can...
It's going to be like, we'll say it in the next podcast, be sure to listen.
No,
Yeah.
you guys should give like a different answer every podcast.
If you have that many.
I miss butterflies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I used to go for loads of hikes.
I saw one today and I almost hit it with my car.
You almost hit a butterfly with your car.
So bad, it like ran out of me.
I'd like to say you cannot kill a butterfly with your car.
Yes, you can.
I think that's impossible.
I have.
I feel like...
I don't understand.
would it not just fly off?
I've been to court over this, I'll have you know.
How fast do you drive? And do you have a blender at the front of your car? Just like stuck. Do you have 5 rice cookers? And you're just like, butterfly cookers.
Yeah, I have it out for butterflies.
Just different coloured spots of blood on the rice. It's like, yes.
Yes, butterfly. I used to go for big hikes, and when it all hit, they shut every park.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I'm just looking at butterflies. Went for a hike last week and saw a few butterflies, and you're like, I'm so proud of them.
Glad to have that.
Get that pollen, brother.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss a lot of things, but I guess, again, schedule. Like, just right now, it's like online classes. Yeah, I have an online class at 12 until 3. But before and after that is really nothing. Getting
bed.
Getting out of bed. But that was already the first problem anyway.
No, yeah.
Just getting in the mood to actually, like, do work and not being able to, like, see people and not be like, I'm going to go to uni and I'll see these guys and we'll do work. And now it's just like, I'll join the Zoom meeting now on the dot and do class for 3 hours and then go to sleep right after.
Sometimes you just miss fresh air.
Yeah, that too. I miss vitamin D.
I miss the sun.
I was going to say I have scurvy, but that's when you don't eat oranges, right?
Vitamin C or something.
Yeah, vitamin C deficiency.
Oranges, yeah.
I love
I'm allergic
pirates.
to them. I don't care.
Anyway, thanks for listening to this
thanks,
episode
guys.
of the Disruptors podcast.
Yeah, we've hit our 25-minute mark instead of 20 minutes, but that's all right. So yeah, be sure to follow us on all our social medias. Again, we are asking for questions for you guys. We're asking that you give us questions so we can answer them.
Yeah, we will give the answer.
To the best of our ability, anything related to the project,
Or Seb.
Yeah, or me. If you want to know more
Or
about
Henry?
me.
Nah, not me.
I don't have a Wikipedia, but if you'd like to set one up, then just ask me all the questions.
I'd like to thank our guests on being on the podcast today,
Yeah, thanks for dropping in,
Nah,
guys.
thanks for having us. This was fun.
telling us about
Stuff. Yeah.
Stuff.
Everything. And the meaning of life. Too bad we didn't get around to that.
yeah. Next time
Next
on
time.
the Disruptors
We'll
podcast, we
do a
have
spin-off podcast.
philosophy.
Yeah.
I am so down. You do not understand. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so ready.
I love Peter Singer.
I love Harry Potter and the Philosophies podcast. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.